It takes a special person to make math interesting. Mrs. Briggs, one of the math teachers at Scott City Middle School, is one of those special people that made math interesting. Mrs. Briggs has been in the education system in Scott County for more than 10 years. She, however, hasn't always been a teacher.
So I started as a para in Garden City, and I was down there for a few years, and then we moved up here, started at the elementary school for a year, came here, went to the high school, and then came back here.
Mrs. Briggs says that teaching was probably the last thing she had planned to do, but her coworkers inspired her to become one.
I was a para for like 12 or 13 years, I think, and a lot of teachers and principals were encouraging me to get my teaching license, and so I finally did. So yeah, I loved being a para, and when they, it took a little while for me to have enough courage, I guess, to finally become a teacher instead of just a para.
Mrs. Briggs has had an impact on how a lot of students feel about math. She can change how a person feels about this subject. She feels that helping students understand math is the rewarding part of her job.
It is when a student is struggling and struggling and struggling, and they can't get something, and then when it finally clicks, their demeanor changes, their whole attitude changes. It's just really good to see it and the confidence that they gain.
Although teaching hasn't always been the first option for a career for her, Mrs. Briggs still finds rewarding things about her job. She's a special teacher that just makes math feel less intimidating and confusing for many students, including me. For BBN, I'm Evanelen Rojas.